Alright, we're here in Anaheim Canyon. We're gonna go camping in San Diego. The goal is to get to Potrero campground east of Tecate. And we're gonna take Metrolink to Coaster because it's cheaper than Amtrak. It's a bit slower, but it's cheaper. And then we're gonna take the trolley east as far as we can and then bike the rest of the way. My student pass expired, so I had to go all the way to the other platform to get a ticket because there's still no ticket vending machine over here. I got the weekend day pass because I think that's actually still cheaper than the weekend one-way to Oceanside. And then from there, I'll use my Pronto card to get on the coaster. And free transfer to the trolley. In preparation for this trip, I bought a new chain for my bike because the old one was worn out. But optimistically, I only bought the chain and not new gears, which for those who don't know, the gears and the chain wear together, so as the chain stretches, the gear teeth deform. I bought a new chain, but it's old gears, so they're not working out good. Basically, the last 4 gears on here are kind of useless because they skip, but you know, we ain't gonna need to go that fast today. I'm gonna be living up to this shirt today, at least the slow part. Hey, Christmas in July. Bike car.
Last call here for Anaheim Canyon.
I don't know, the trains to the beach during the summer are usually super crowded, but right now I have this whole mid-level to myself. Maybe everyone's waiting for the next train. The 10 o'clock one seems to be the hotter one. We're almost in Mission Viejo. Some bridging action. The marine layer that just creeps up within a mile of the ocean. Pretty nice. I'm glad I brought my sweatshirt.
Make sure you got all of your belongings, please. Do not leave anything behind, folks.
Oh, it's the San Clemente
Wagons,
Ocean Festival.
Ice chests, coolers, backpacks, small children, whatever you got, don't leave anything behind. This is San Clemente Pier.
In typical fashion, 90% of the people get off at San Clemente Pier because it is the classier of the beaches compared to Oceanside. Less people revving loud cars for no reason. Obligatory Stewart Mesa shot. Oh, look at that.
This is our last and final stop. This train is now out of service. All passengers must exit the train.
The Metrolink and coaster schedules aren't really coordinated to speak of, so we have an hour to wait for the coaster. Well, since we have time to kill in Oceanside, we can either go lament about Santino's Pizza no longer being there for an hour, or take the power back, flip the hourglass, do it like this, do it like that. Taking Metrolink to coaster, don't need no Amtrak, no reservations. Anthony Bourdain at the stations where I'm waiting for this thing that I'm gonna take. Go to San Diego and you know it's going to be great. There go one of the trains that I could have taken if I wanted to pay more and go through the reservation process. I don't know if there's a strategy to tap it as late as you can so your transfer lasts as long as possible, or if the transfer is 2 hours from when you tap off the train, or if the transfer even exists because the station assistants didn't know the answer to that question. All right, here it is. All right, here this thing go. So I think it charges you the full $6.50 and then subtracts whatever when you tap off at whatever zone. But since I'm going all the zones, I don't really need to tap off, but it's my first time using a Pronto card on coaster, you can tell. I love the interiors in here. Why does it smell like my orthodontist office in here? So Spring Street or El Cajon are the closest trolley stops to where I'm going. And the question now is, do we take the green line to El Cajon or do we take the orange line to Spring Street? And I think the answer is this one, because the times are better coordinated with when the coaster arrives. I wrote yellow, it's really orange. On the map it looked yellow. Alright, we're on the move. About to enter Encinitas. Gucci. This is a really cool station entrance. Pulling in Sorrento Valley. Going up Miramar Hill here. Gotta get a shot of the boat storage in the Y. Oh, look at that. Tecolote, not Tecoloti. Pulling into Old Town. Let's hope there's no trying to cross the tracks when the train's going. Oh, spoke too soon. Alright, I'm gonna have to kind of run over to the courthouse to catch it at 11:45. Alright, the tap off thing worked. I have 3 minutes. I was afraid it was going to double charge me, but I followed the instructions. So what was originally going to be an 8-minute window of time to bike 3 blocks east to the courthouse turned into 3 minutes because the coaster was late. Oh, it didn't get free transfer. Are you kidding me? Oh my goodness, are you kidding me? You have miscalculated! You know what, it's going slow enough I can probably chase it, and I'll make it. Yeah, I might be better off just waiting for the next one. So we're right here, we're gonna go up to Spring Street, and then bike way the heck over there. There's a bus from Spring Street over this direction, but it's not gonna make sense, because I'll be waiting longer than it'll save me time. And good thing I'm not going on the blue line today, because the service from here to here is out and they're doing bus substitution. So if that one's turning around to be my train, definitely want to be in the front because there's no dots. Hey, the Porta-John's getting serviced. I don't think I've ever seen that in action. Oh, look at that, the front car isn't dotted. How convenient. Now these notoriously don't have designated bike parking, so we'll deal with it.
Next station, City College. Transfer to Rapid and other MTS buses.
Yeah, this is my first San Diego trolley video that isn't at night or in the pouring rain. So enjoy. I think this is a different style vehicle than I was on the blue line because there's definitely a better spot to put a bike right where the wheelchair is supposed to go. I've only ever taken the Orange Line once, and it was from here to downtown after a bike ride from San Diego State to Lemon Grove. Maybe that's why I thought it was called the Yellow Line, because it goes to Lemon Grove. It said Lemon Grove, not grapefruit. Gaining some altitude towards Spring Street. Well, Arizona houses. Cause it's Spring Street and this weather's so fresh. No, it's just really freaking hot. The A55 would get me closer, but I don't want to wait 20 minutes, and I additionally don't want to have to take all this stuff off my bike and put it back on. So we're gonna bike it. That must be Mount Helix, and then over there I think is where the bike ride officially starts. From Spring Street, I took Campo Road paralleling the 94 through the communities of Spring Valley and Casa de Oro. The 94 is a freeway at this point, and you can't bike on it until just past the shopping center, where it becomes Campo Road itself. The 855 goes this way, but it would have continued straight down Sweetwater Springs Boulevard. Instead, I branched off through this neighborhood on Madrid Way, which was kind of hilly. I was taking a shortcut through the shopping center to get water, but it says it's sold out. Oh, there's another one over there. Oh, there's a Lego store.
Totally bonkers.
So the one in front of CVS was out of order. The one in front of Smart and Final had a line in front of it. And then there's conveniently an entire store for water. So I went high class and got the alkaline water, because this is an important quest. And also the campground said that the potable water is out of service during the time that I'm going there conveniently. So I want to make sure I have water. Also, there's like nothing between Cuyamaca College. Cuyamaca College. What I'm saying is that between the college and the campground, there are very minimal services for a stretch of about 25 miles. So according to my side street trickery, we're here on the shortcut. And then as we turn right, we'll be on 94 because the freeway ended that way. Get ready for fun. I'm ready. So I don't think bikes are allowed to turn right here. I could be wrong. Let's get it. Yeah, no bikes to the right. But to the left, we all right. We roll down the hill to the junction of Campo Road, and Hamasha Road, just across the street from the college. We're at the shopping center right across the street from Cuyamaca College, and the irony of this quest is that this campground is transit accessible, but only on the weekdays. It's got like 3 trips a day. The train museum is also transit accessible on this route, but the train museum is only open on weekends, so it kind of makes it not useful, except maybe for the volunteers if they're working during the week. My original plan was to go to the Pacific Southwest Railway Museum the next day, which is another 10 miles east of the campground. But due to the timing of everything, it didn't work out. If only this bus had weekend service. And yeah, this bus goes to Tecate, it goes to Campo, it goes to Morena Village. It's a rural service. It costs $8.
$8?
Yeah, interesting place. I once went to a house party out here. Some people in my chemistry class drove me out here and it was cool. We're about to leave civilization. So, wish me luck. Man, I'm gonna have to hit this place up on the way back. After Steele Canyon, we climb into the community of Jamul, which is more accurately our last taste of civilization, but one that doesn't resemble suburban sprawl as much. Our destination is between junction of 188 and Campo. So 20-something miles to go. It gets really quiet when there's a break in the traffic from both directions. Some big construction straight ahead. I wonder if that has anything to do with the casino. Jamul is home to a casino, which we can see some construction going on at. After which is a generous downhill through the valley. Though the shoulder on the road starts to become less generous. I don't like this. I don't like this anymore. I really don't like this. We're noting the lack of shoulder. The shoulder returns just in time for another amazing downhill. At the bottom is the intersection with Otay Lakes Road. There's the proverbial bus stop in the middle of nowhere. There's a snail crawling up the post. Kind of questionable shoulder width at some points. Hashtag ride fines! Sweet, a free rechargeable LED light. Can never have enough of these. The sign said border patrol checkpoint up ahead, no stopping. I don't get it. The border checkpoint is only for the northbound traffic, so I had to go through it on the way back. Welcome to Dulzura, an unincorporated community of San Diego County. The shoulder reduces at points to get through some canyon-like topography, but it's nice because the cars have to go slow anyways. we make our way into Dulzura, which has one of the cutest post offices I've ever seen, which is right next to a mini mart where I stopped to get something to drink. Drink it up. I could drink all that water right now. Yes, just climbed a big hill out of Dulzura, and holy smokes, we're getting places and not dying of dehydration, and holy smokes, free entertainment. Well, this part looks fun. Yes, we only film the downhills. We only film the good parts. As amazing as this downhill is, it's about to get much better. This is where I caught my first glimpse of the Autobus Baja California, which I considered might be an option in case I got stranded. But I could not for the life of me figure out how to use their website, or find out which route this was on.
I can't speak Spanish.
And judging by the dual license plates, it probably boarded in Tecate, though I did bring my passport just in case. Next was the descent to Barrett Junction, which really blew my mind. Over on the left of this curve, we can see part of the Dulzura conduit, an aqueduct dating back to the early 1900s and an important part of San Diego's water supply. Now for reference, between here and Cuyamaca College, we've traveled about 20 miles with a net elevation gain of 400 feet. The next 8-mile stretch is 1,500 feet straight uphill, which took me 2.5 hours, but on the return trip was only 20 minutes. I unfortunately didn't film the way back because my batteries were all dead by then. I don't know if I like this anymore, but we got 9 miles to go. No way, there are actually signs that indicate people bike on this street. I feel like this route is more psychologically intimidating than anything. The wind is definitely playing a big role in helping, for sure. Definitely want to get an early start going back the other way so it's not windy. Or if I figure out how to get that bus, maybe do that instead. Alright, I've got some nice shade, I think, at the top of this hill. What do I think? So far, this might be in the top 5 most difficult bike rides I've ever done. It's hard to say, because it really depends how much stuff was on my bike at the time. We're doing good, baby. That's right, keep a stiff upper lip. We're almost there. Bus. Yeah! Alright, there be the junction with the 188, so that way to Mexico, 2 more miles to Potrero. Yeah, for some reason I imagine it being a little bit less like going up the side of a mountain constantly, because it's been like that for the past 4.5 miles. But supposedly we're almost there. I think it was wishful thinking to think that I could make it to the train museum also. I'm like almost out of water. This is disconcerting. If there's no water at the campground. Because how am I going to cook my pancakes if there ain't water? You know, I love me some San Diego County eucalyptus trees. That looks like the street we're turning on. Our first left turn in like 30 miles. Yeah. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna make a left turn. No one's gonna stop me. Yay. Oh, I forgot to note if there was a bus stop back at that intersection, because there's supposed to be. Oh man, not another hill. That hill was so unnecessary. At least we enjoy the downhill now. And just like that, we make our way into Proterra County Park. I mean Potrero. Potrero! Well, since it's closed already, it looks like the option is self-registration. I hope they like dollar coins. I think that's the right thing.
Why won't I get my water?
I didn't bring enough water, did I? Well, looks like we're drinking non-potable water. Shake hands with danger. Yeah, there's like nobody here. Well, there is one other person tent camping, so I'm not alone there. Hiking bike. Whoops, I accidentally put T2 on my reservation. I didn't realize the T and the hiking bike was two different things, but I think they'll understand by the fact that there's only $5 in the envelope. Of course, I'm not going to believe the water's off unless I actually try it. Sad face. So how would I rank that bike ride? Well, I would give it a D for don't do it, an M for masochistic, and a S for stupid to do it in the summer when it's hot as hell and dehydration sensations. Especially the fact that there's no potable water at this park. So I guess that would be a P. But I do have a bit of my alkaline water left, so I'll save some of that for tomorrow. Time to set up the camp. Well, they were nice enough to bring out this portable bathroom shower unit. Let's give it a review, shall we? Oh yeah, I'm taking advantage of this. Alright, let's make some pancakes. I got coconut oil. I got my mini cast iron from the 99-cent store video. I got some free discounted clearance organic classic pancake mix that apparently is vegan. I got my spatula. I got some gloves that I found in the street. I got some wood. I got some more wood. Let's do it. Step 1 is in progress. Hopefully this doesn't catch on fire like when I did enfrijoladas on the fire pit at the beach. So we're gonna wait till that burns down to just coals and then we'll pop it on. I'm admittedly not feeling very confident about this, but there's very little at stake. The fire looks very pretty on camera though. Flip it with one hand. We're getting the achievement for one-handed flipping. Oh my gosh, that looks beautiful. I'd say it's a success. About to eat 'em up, yum yum. So what did we learn? Don't bike from San Diego to Potrero unless you like really challenging topography and amazingly scenic views. And honestly, the traffic wasn't as treacherous as I thought it would be. They were quite accommodating. Like on all the parts where the shoulder didn't exist, it was usually parts that were winding around canyon cliff sides. So people were going slow anyways. So that was pretty good. So my advice, just wait for a weekday. Take the 894, which the caveat with that is you actually have to call in advance to say you're using a bike. That way they make sure they're not leaving anyone behind. But also, since it's a rural route, I think they will deviate from the scheduled stops to drop you off at a specific location. So if you want to go camping here, you could probably tell them to drop you off here. I need to stop advertising for something I've never tried yet. Anyways, look at this amazing spread. Pancakes in the house, squashy grapefruit in the house, thanks to the mini cast iron. This is such a rare occasion. I hardly ever cook stuff when I go camping because it's just so much extra equipment. But that saved the day. Got some mini bananas. And on top of that, it's a full moon tonight. Yeah. Look at that. And yeah, I just want to take a moment to appreciate how special this experience is. Like, I'm in the middle of a field with a bunch of oak trees and like 2 other people. This hardly ever happens. The other thing I wanted to say is this trip has given me a new appreciation for how much I appreciate water. Water. The water lantern with the flashlight. That's great. The goal today is to not fall off the side of a cliff, alright? Well, I didn't fall off a cliffside, made it back to the water, and from here, I can either go to the Orange Line or go up Avocado to the Green Line in El Cajon. I think I'm gonna go to El Cajon just because. Avocado Boulevard is a bit of a climb, but to me it was a bit more pleasant than biking along the freeway to Spring Street again. Alright, made it to El Cajon station, yay! I think I can safely say the video is over at this point. Wait, no. Something exciting recently happened here. This station now has a third platform for the new copper line connecting service between El Cajon and Santee. This project was done to improve the on-time performance of the Green Line, prior to which used to run on a single track segment between the last two stations, causing major delays throughout the entire system. So really the copper line is just an excuse not to double track the whole thing, but I'm not complaining since they're now also improving the frequency on the Green Line. It's not over until Squashy Grapefruit says it's over. Yeah, we're taking the Orange Line back to downtown and then we'll get on the 1040 coaster. Is that good enough for you? The friendly cactus exists. Well, this is confusing. They got the trolley and the coaster tap thing right next to each other, but this one says, don't mix it up. The ride home was pretty uneventful, except for the fact that when heading back to the San Gabriel Valley, the San Bernardino line happened to be out of service that day, and I had to take the A line instead.